This is One on One. We're pleased to be joined by Mike Devlin, Executive Director, Camden Children's Garden, and also President, Camden City Garden Club. Good to see you, Mike.
Good to see you, Steve. Thanks very much for having us here.
Talk to us about gardening in Camden.
Well, gardening is alive and well in Camden. The Garden Club has been around for over 30 years. We had the good fortune of William Penn Foundation coming to Camden back in the mid-'80s and wanting somebody to start a community garden program. And at the time, I worked for Joe Roberts, who was Freeholder Director at the time, former Assemblyman, and I wrote a grant on behalf of the county and the city, and we got it. And we started community gardening at the time. And we've evolved into education programs, youth job training programs. Governor Christie Whitman invented that at a press conference one time, spontaneously. And we built the Children's Garden 17 years ago on city-owned land on the waterfront as a tourist destination.
You've been recognized nationally.
Yes, we have. We've gotten some awards from both President Bush's, father and son, and Michelle Obama included us in her book, American Grown, which was very, very nice.
You know, these young people who get involved in the garden, what do they take away from it?
They do well. We've had well over 300 teenagers and young adults come to work for us, and only one dropped out of high school in a city where they often report 60% don't finish high school.
Why is that? Well, why do you keep them?
There's a lot of challenges to living in Camden. There's not many job opportunities. We operate the garden and our programs like a family. We have 12 to 15 youth on the payroll at any one time, and they work full-time in the summer, part-time while they're going to school. If they drop out of high school, they can't stay, and they know that. So they have to stay in high school. We want them to get that far. We give them experiences that will hopefully lead them to college. We have several teachers working there. I myself, as a kid, thought about dropping out of high school, but I got into a plumber's apprenticeship, and we treat our programs as apprenticeships. We try and teach trades, connect to the county vocational school.
You're involved with the schools?
Yes, we are.
By the way, that's you as a kid?
So. That's me
gardening?
In Bergenfield.
Get out of here.
1954.
Bergenfield up in Bergen County?
That's where I grew up, Bergenfield.
Did you love gardening as a kid?
Yes, all my grandparents were from Europe. One of them was from England. And during the Korean War, when my father went back to the service, was redrafted, I was sent to live with her in Bergenfield, and she taught me gardening, and it's never left me. Now, gardening is popular. Gallup polls for years have said 50% of Americans garden for fun. That's one of their primary recreation activities. And they're also saving money on the household budget, and they're cleaning up the yard. And in Camden, we're cleaning up vacant lots and growing. A couple of years ago, the University of Pennsylvania said we grew $2.3 million worth of food, and we started with less than $200,000 in grants. So for every dollar that people invest in us and we invest in people in Camden, they'll produce with their sweat equity $10 worth of fresh produce in the state's worst food desert, in the nation's one of the 9 worst food deserts in the nation. No full-service supermarket. We have a couple of partial.
So you guys are huge in that way. By the way, talk about corporate support. The Philadelphia Eagles involved?
Yes, they helped us build the Philadelphia Eagle Butterfly House several years ago.
Where's that?
That's at the Children's Garden. It's the only year-round butterfly house. It's heated in the state of New Jersey, and that's a picture of it right there. And they've maintained a relationship with us since, I guess the year 2000, 2001. And they send their players over once in a while. Bringing sports celebrities in is quite good. We've had Bernard Hopkins there many times. The
great Bernard Hopkins, the boxer.
I know you're a boxing fan.
From Philadelphia.
Absolutely.
Right? Good, Mike? Just like that. It's Bernard Hopkins.
Yep, B-Hop.
So hold on. He is into this?
Yeah. Oh,
Get out of here.
No.
The executioner.
Well, I boxed as a kid.
Boxing and gardening, perfect together.
Yes, it is. And one of our youth, who's now a Camden police officer and works on Chief Thompson's team.
Yeah.
He has his fifth professional fight this Saturday. He's 4-0.
Wow. Hey, real quick, before I let you go, gardening, obesity, the connection.
Absolutely. Eating healthy. And in a place like Camden, when people grow foods, even if they're new foods, they're more invested in those foods. They will try them. It empowers them. It empowers children, and they will eat those foods, and it'll improve their health.
Did Adele actually visit
Yes, she
Camden
did.
Children's Garden? No way. The Adele.
The Adele. She was there 2 weeks ago on a Friday, one of the days she had a concert at Wells Fargo Center. And that night, and the next night, she had a concert there.
All right.
She told her audience what a great time she had at the Children's Garden with her 4-year-old son.
Wow.
Yeah. So we got a nice little pump up for her.
Yeah, I'd say it's a nice little pump up.
And I called the English relatives, and they'll probably put that on their their newsletter at the end of the year, like they did Michelle Obama's book.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
Yeah.
So Michelle Obama, Adele, and one-on-one with Steve Adubato.
Are you a gardener, Steve?
No, I'm not, but I think I know where I rank among those three.
Well, I'm
Listen,
going to ask you to sign this hat.
I'd be glad to do it. Listen, Mike Devlin is Executive Director, Camden Children's Garden, President, Camden City Garden Club. I am not a gardener, but you have me fascinated and curious about all the positive benefits of gardening, and you're doing great work in Camden, particularly creating opportunities, job opportunities, healthier living, building up this community that is often overlooked and seen by so many as a place that doesn't have options. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate it, buddy.
And you're welcome to come down anytime.
You got it. Thanks. Stay with us. Be right back right after this. That was great.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been provided by the Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey, NJM, Choose New Jersey, Seton Hall University, Qualcare Inc., New Jersey Sharing Network, and by Gary's Wine and Marketplace. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.